Hello and welcome to some more Kerbal Space Program. As some of you might recognize, that down there is Eeloo, and I have brought my Goliath Mk to this planet obviously, and this time I think we have enough fuel to get back, and since I didn't want to make a trip just to rescue you, Jeb, although that is certainly a good enough reason, and we're of course also rescuing Bill, I loaded this thing up with probes. One of them is a mapping probe, which can... essentially, I downloaded a mod which allows you to make a map of any planet you orbit, and I had this disabled for the flight here. Anyway, this can make a map of whatever planet it's orbiting, and I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna put it into a polar orbit at a low enough altitude for it to start mapping, and leave it to make a map of Eeloo. And then if there are any anomalies here, we will try to land these probes next to them, and if there aren't, we'll just land them to study the surface in various spots around the planet. So in this video I'm gonna put this into orbit, and we're gonna watch the mapping process start, and then actually let's turn around, and then we'll launch the lander and try to get Bill and Jeb on board. I think it was Bill of the other two that was down there with Jeb. Anyway, Jeb obviously has to be rescued. That is not all really open for discussion. Anyway, this one. And let's activate the engine, let's activate the rest of the RCS ports. This single engine with this small fuel tank is kind of tiny, but this would be enough fuel to return from the moon's surface to Kerbin, and there's plenty of delta V in there. So really, yes, and we are in a relatively high orbit of 1000 kilometers by 1000 kilometers with the command ship. So yes, this should have more than enough fuel. Now, in order to map things out, I believe we need to go pretty low. Let's see if 180 is enough. And this mod doesn't allow you to cheat. All it does is allow you to make maps of things, and I think I'll be... there we go. And so at an altitude of 450 or so it begins to map. Alright, so we'll make a orbit at an altitude of, say, I don't know, say 400,000 meters. Yeah, if you warp faster than 50 times it stops mapping. So yeah, after I have parked it where I want it, I will... why aren't you turning? Oh Jesus Christ. Reload. Let's hope this... Yep, that's still on board. I actually forgot to deploy these solar panels. But now we can drop it into an appropriate orbit straight away. So, Doc, does the battery have power? It should, I believe. But the RCS ports are not online, so we can't nudge ourselves away with the RCS. Not that it matters, we're gonna leave the satellite here in any case. But let's just start by pushing ourselves away from this thing. There we go. Whoosh. And away we go. Right. And let's get ourselves a bit of actual power generation going, because we do not want a repeat of that regrettable incident. Can you... sun exposure, power flow, yeah. Not getting that much juice up here. Enable that port. Enable that one. Alright, so let's see if we can get into a low enough orbit using just the RCS actually. Although it doesn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, and that is the actual part. I think it's the ESA mapping mod. Anyway, it's in the mod subsection of the official Kerbal Space Program internet site, so you can just go there and check it out. And the frame rate is gonna be pretty low until we move away from the main ship a bit, because it unfortunately is rather large, and there was no way I could make those probes small enough. I mean, the only way I could make them put everything I needed on them to land them properly was to have some 50 or 40 parts, and 4 probes obviously it adds up, plus the actual ship itself, so there's quite a few parts there. And yeah, you need to pick the right time to launch that. Ideally I do want to use as little fuel as possible, because Eeloo is difficult to get back from. It takes a lot of fuel. I mean, it's really... I had to use like 6,000 meters per second of delta V, and the engine is not firing because we did not activate it this time around. Fire the engine! There we go, darling. Excellent. Now, this is all well and good, but let's wait until we're over the equator, and then let's shift our path so that our trajectory is pointing northwards, because I want a polar orbit. That way the planet rotates below us. We sort of move around the planet in a polar orbit, and the planet rotates below us, so we gradually end up sort of bit by bit passing over every single part of the planet, thus mapping out the whole thing, which is kind of the whole point of the exercise. I believe that should be good. Let's see what the marker is. And not quite. Could be a bit better. Want to head straight northwards. There we go. Actually, I can cheat using the RCS, and I believe that some of my ports are still offline. It's trying to twist. Ah, this one was offline. Alright, and you are line. Alright, that away. Little more, almost there. Come on. Actually, let's orbit for a tiny bit. And see anomalies on. I want to see if there's anything here. Come on. And it's being weird in how it maps things out, but hopefully that will... Actually, maybe I need to be pointed slight offset to deal with that. Alright. and we are more or less at the periapsis, so let us pull this in a tiny bit. Apparently it doesn't really give us a height map of what's going on there properly. Maybe this isn't included in the mod yet, but it would appear that this isn't gonna work particularly well. I don't know, but in any case we'll be sending these to a lot of planets, and we'll then be sending probes and possibly manned missions to study these artifacts we find. Because as everyone knows, there's all kinds of stuff hidden in the game in various places. And I would really love to find some of it. Any case, yeah, doesn't look like there is anything, at least. Oh, we haven't found anything yet. Right. So let's hide this and switch to our lander. Here's Jeb, here's Bill, and they are hopefully alright. Come on, load. Load, my darling, load. There we go. We have power, we have everything, really. And we even have some fuel, which is most excellent. And we have this weird docking port, which didn't really work out for me. Right, so rotating this way, so I would have to launch southwards. Or towards 270. No, like this. More like... Well, I'm gonna launch straight up, and then actually we'll set the Goliath as our target, and then we'll work with our whatchamacallit, ascending and descending nose. So suppose let's launch and that on. Okay, fuel consumption should be okay-ish. Where are you drawing from? Yep, you're looking good. Sending, descending node 120. Ooh. So if I was to burn towards this way, that would go down. Excellent. Excellent. That's really good. I'll probably try to dock it at some point, if only to leach the rest of the fuel off it and to put it into my command pod. And that is, strangely enough, looking pretty good. Okay. Hope that that's okay-ish. But no, that's going northwards. I don't think I want to go northwards. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't. Okay. Yeah, I need to aim myself like this. This is... Yeah, you still need to be careful with this. Let's turn on those ever so slightly. That was me using a custom group I set up earlier in the design phase to ignite my okay, let's No, I was going the right way all along. Jesus fuck. Well, okay. Need to fire these some more then. Twist that around, come on. Yes, thank you. Whoa. Overkill. Fuck. Turn those off, we don't need them anymore. Eek. Right, at this rate we won't have enough fuel to do this properly. Come on, come on, come on. Well, we'll have enough fuel to rendezvous, we just won't have enough to make it worthwhile to actually... How to put this? To, you know, actually dock with it. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Dock with it. That is about right. Get into an orbit. Stable orbit, that is. And then we'll fix our nodes. Looks about right. We need another couple hundred meters per second of delta V to finish orbiting, which should be fine. Okay, just get a stable orbit, everything else we can manage with the command pod. If we really have to, although I'd rather not, of course. Okay, camera shifting, very nice. Okay, looking good. Okay. Should be good. What's the closest? Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Let's wait until we hit our orbital intersection or descending node or whatever you want to call it, and let's fix our offset. So, do I need to burn this way? I believe I might. Indeed I do. Excellent. That will do nicely. Okay, that is looking... And that is looking... And that is well nigh perfect. Excellent, we've synchronized our orbits. Apoapsis and periapsis look relatively good. Okay, let's shrink that, and we will need to climb into a higher orbit in order to you know, actually intercept it, to catch up with it. But oh, damn it, I don't need to turn around, I'm already pointed more or less the right way. Okay, we need slightly higher orbit here in order to catch up with it properly. And that is going up now. Alright. And how close are we now? Yeah. And after this point... Ooh. Not good. Okay, we're close enough to start doing this. Let's cancel out our speed relative to target and then just burn towards it if we can. Ah, that is making things better apparently, ever so slightly. But it is doing weird not eating store orbit. But that can't be helped, I suppose. Just need an... How much fuel have we got left? Enough. Excellent. We'll be able to rendezvous here. Our guys are actually gonna manage to go home, it looks like. Provided we have enough fuel in the command pod to actually transport them. Otherwise, Bob is just gonna join them in exile. Which is not exactly what we want, but if it can't be helped, it can't be helped. We have to try and rescue Jeb. Cause, you know, it's Jeb. Okay. So... burn some more, come on, get me a good... Oh yeah, that is good. Can definitely work with that, and yes, that is a horrendous orbit. We'll fix it momentarily. So you actually get close to this thing. Okay, we will prepare for another adjustment here. We should have enough fuel. We're using nuclear engines. We're fine. Yeah, the way I got here is pretty much the same way. Namely with carefully planned maneuvers that I did previously, and I did not show it a second time because really the maneuvers ended up being even longer. I didn't even try to record it. I knew it was gonna be too long. You just end up waiting a long time for the burns to be completed, and I did not believe it would be that fun to watch. In any case, we are here and we are more or less ready to rescue our guys. That would be the Goliath loading. Please, 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 please stop being a little bitch. Thank you. There it is. Now, I don't know if I should try to dock or not. At the very least... Okay, let's just cancel out our speed. Screw the docking. I'm just going for it. Okay, where is it? Ah, there it is. Though I quite possibly should have gotten a bit closer before going for it. Well, never mind. Done's done. Run our way and we'll see how this goes. Let's just try and get Jeb on board here. Okay, we're nearly there. Mostly we just need to move downwards now, but not that quickly. Okay, I need to concentrate here. No, not that way, not that way, not that way. Gently now, we need to figure out where the actual hatch is. On the other side? Ah, There it is, I see it. Okay. Come on, Jeb. You've lived on a icy, cold moon for a long time, and I know you're out of practice, but get in there. Oh my god! No, no. No, come on! No! Come on, you have to recover. Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Who grabs a ladder like that, you dumb piece of green goo? What the fuck was that? Jesus. Don't ever scare me like that again, Jeb. Or seriously, I'll kill you myself. I'll load you into a rocket and shoot you into the sun. I'm not kidding. I'll do it. Little fucker. Get in there. Just gently drift in there. Gently. Just wrong way, come on. No, motherfucker! What the fuck? Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Let's... Jeb! What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck are you doing? It might be that strut that's causing the trouble. Maybe. I don't know. Come on. Come on. Let's try this one more time. Come on. Forward, downwards, back, that away, this away, up, down. Okay, let's try to grab onto a lower part. No, no, no. Up, up, down, down. Forward, up, up. Back, back. Forward a bit. Yeah, it might be the strut. There. I'm parking him in the hitchhiker's storage unit up there if this doesn't work. How much RCS have you got? 69%. It's okay. Believe that might be enough. Yes, finally. Okay. Jesus Christ. And use a bit of time warping to get closer. Okay. Jeez. That sucked. We'll still be able to fly the lander on the computer core it has, if we need to. But hopefully we won't. Okay. Our guys have almost been reunited. Almost. Come on, just a little bit more. Okay. Almost there. Almost. I was kind of hoping there would be artifacts on Eeloo, and I'm still hoping there's gonna be some, but well, we didn't find any yet. I'm gonna switch over to the probe real quick and do a little bit of that. Well, satellite map probe, whatever. And come on, load, please load, thank you. And let's see if we can quickly discover something. Anomalies are on, and we are not seeing any. Yeah, well, next time we're gonna be landing our other probes, and we'll see about those anomalies. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to comment, and goodbye for now.